Why do we cross our fingers for luck? A pagan ritual that survived centuries. You've probably done it before, crossed your fingers before a test, a job interview, or even while telling a white lie. But have you ever wondered why this tiny gesture is tied to luck? The story goes back over 2,000 years, long before smartphones and exams, all the way to pagan Europe. Back then, people believed in spirits of fate and fortune that lived around crossroads. To trap good luck, two people would cross their index fingers together, forming an X, a sacred shape thought to attract positive energy. The X symbol wasn't random, it represented unity, faith, and the meeting point of divine forces. Over time, that ritual changed. Instead of two people crossing fingers together, one person would simply cross their own fingers to lock in good fortune. But then came Christianity. The early church adopted the finger crossing as a way of silently invoking the sign of the cross, especially during times of danger or persecution. Making the gesture was like a quick prayer for protection. By the Middle Ages, crossing your fingers had taken on the meanings a gesture for divine blessing and a superstition for good luck. People used it when traveling, in battles, or even while gambling, hoping that fate would lean in their favor. And here is where it gets a little darker. The gesture also became tied to telling lies. People believed that crossing their fingers while lying shielded them from spiritual punishment. Basically, it was thought to cancel out the sin of dishonesty. That's why kids even today say, "I had my fingers crossed," after breaking a promise. Fast forward to modern times, and the symbol hasn't lost its charm. From sports fans hoping their team wins, to students waiting for exam results, is now so universal, it's even in what started as a pagan ritual for luck, transformed into a Christian sign of faith, and finally became the playful gesture we all know today. So the next time you cross your fingers, remember you're taking part in a tradition that's survived centuries of superstition, religion, and culture, all packed into two simple fingers. Amazing how a tiny hand gesture carries such a massive history, right?